Today, we want to learn a table, waiting not come say they want for start. But they not just want start so they want begin for engage stakeholders them. They say they want for start compulsory phone registration inside salon. Compulsory phone registration inside salon. But however, they want make una all relax because waiting do they know the force person inside this compulsory phone registration. They know they force you for make you register them. That's what they say. Go can hear the other things them way they inside this compulsory phone registration. But before that, make we just give the status update for COVID-19 for today, August 27th, 2020. 441 tests nine the lab they analyze. 441. Out of that 441 day, 10 be turned out for be positive. 10 turn out for be positive. And this 10 will turn out for be positive if we want for breaking down by district. Western area urban 4. Western area rural 1. Kenema 2. Kainlaon 2. And Kono 1. Now that we get as positive case by district for today. Make we go over the other numbers them. The cumulative number of all the one that we don't test positive na salon, though it's 2013. 2013. However, on a sad note, because for the past 2 weeks, nobody no lost in life to COVID-19. But for the past 24 hours, one person lost in life to COVID-19. And that happened at 44 military hospital of a 22 years of age female. A 22 years of age female lost in life to COVID-19 at 44 military hospital. We pray say, soul rest in peace, and all the one them we don't lose the battle with COVID-19. So that one day don't care the total number of death to 70. 70 people don't less than life now to COVID-19 na salon. The one them we get the virus actively inside their system right now within our isolation centers them. They respond to treatment now 362. 362. For the past 24 hours, we get 4 recoveries. 4 people them beat COVID-19 na salon. And that one day don't care the number of recoveries to 1,581. 1,581. The number of people them were in quarantine na 395. The number of people who don't discharge from quarantine na 10,646. Now we COVID-19 numbers the one in the 40 day. We want going to a program proper. NatCom say they want for introduce compulsory phone registration. Then get the SIM registration, whether they are through the different mobile companies them where they in a salon. This one not for register the SIM. This one are for register the device, the phone of itself. Now they say for register. But make I just give you a brief way waiting that come say. They say this compulsory phone registration, it is part of the 6 new regulations them. We're then at a very advanced stage now. And then 6 new regulations here. Some of them are Telecommunication License Regulation 2020, the Radio Frequency Spectrum Regulation for 2020, the Telecommunication Quality of Service Regulation 2020, the Subscriber Identification and Registration Management Regulation 2020, Electronic Communication Equipment Type Approval Regulation and National Resources Regulation 2020. How then give me that's what they give now. So not feel say at the time for confuse you. No. As them pass on, as they pass on to you. They say their regulation go support the new cyber security law. Then regulation I don't read for you just now. They all get 2020, but then get some regulation and they out and play with them. But then say now for support waiting the new cyber security law with the Ministry of Information and Communication. They work out with right now. They say as part of the mandate for protect the consumer in rights, for regulate, for issue license, and for improve on the quality of service for the telecom sector, NatCom, they undergo a series of projects for ensure say all regulations within develop, then work effectively, and then for popularize them, so that the general public go know better one, then go be educated about such projects. They say one of them kind projects here, now the compulsory phone registration, what they call CPR, compulsory phone registration. I see Judge Kamara say for paraphrase, I know, but yanda na the 6 ulefangide. Me na also na the CPR more me want make a focus party. They not to the 6 way they say CPR day on the day. But CPR mean compulsory phone registration. It go support the subscriber in registration and regulation we don't develop. What to make them do? They say mobile theft has been a genuine concern raised by consumers through within the commission, and one of the best solutions now for employ multi-facet approach. This include technical enforcement, where means say then go combine with regulation and for provide a holistic, systematic, nationwide approach. At the one whole country. People will ask say, what are the benefits? Well, then say, na the benefits there are. Then say, the benefits, nationwide compulsory phone registration solution provide overall advantage for all the parties and the players them. The regulator, NatCom, your own benefits will go benefit. Can benefit from additional sales tax and custom duty collection. Pandifono, additional sales tax and custom duty collection. Then now, this now the Usai Natcom go benefit. Can benefit from the registration fee for the imported equipment or temporary equipment that visitors and tourists, Natcom go benefit by waiting registration fee. Then I waiting the right, now they read. I see Kedin say, he said the woman say, not to compulsory. He said not to by force, but it's CPR. It's compulsory phone registration, but not to by force. I will continue. They say it can decrease illegitimate sales. That's the one where they avoid sales tax and waste law enforcement time and money. Can improve international image through the removal of black market for the equipment illegally obtained in the country. And say it will encourage investment after enabling fair competition within the market. That's a waiting Natcom in go gain. Now make we go waiting the retailer them then go gain. Can improve arrangement with mobile phone manufacturers following official pricing policy, increasing overall revenue through official sales and generating extra revenue through the execution of warranty repatriation. Listen, that's not the retailer there waiting then go gain. Now, the mobile operators them waiting then go gain. Also will begin, remember? The benefits will begin from Natcom. Now don't come out now to the retailer that the one that will sell phone. Now they can out to the mobile operators them. Waiting then go gain. Can benefit from improved marketing campaigns combining new mobile equipment with attractive revenue generating bundles for consumer. Then I waiting and see the mobile operators them. And then go to give bundle for consumer. They say then go ensure better control of the network through usage of the certified only equipment. Hello? Are you hearing me? Certified only equipment. The equipment we're talking about here are the device, the phone. So if your phone is not certified, the mobile companies not going to use your phone. Can protect network equipment from malfunctions caused by compliance of unauthorized mobile phones. Yeah, you. They say when they use unauthorized mobile phones then as alone, it cause the network for malfunction. So this one go make that malfunction with an unauthorized mobile phone can cause by the network there as alone. It not go happen again. So the mobile companies then go benefit. The CPR, we mean say compulsory phone regulation, registration, in solution can complement and analyze the capabilities allowing the operator to monitor currently available mobile phone on the network over specific time frames. This can highlight the popularity of specific models or brands of phone, their usage, and eventually their geographical distribution. Other benefits for the mobile company then? Generates additional income for the registration of their subscribers. You see, all this thing they lead to money. Not to so. Okay. Let me see now waiting. We, the mobile users, them, the subscribers, them, waiting and say we go benefit. Can benefit from the guarantee quality of the equipment purchased. Be assured of manufacturer and retailer warranties. Okay. Can benefit from attractive bundles offered by the mobile operators in combination with new phones. They say you go benefit back from decreased criminal activities we go and target you by the way where you buy that mobile phone day. They say also you go benefit from reduced rates of mobile thefts. CPR, compulsory phone registration. Okay. Finally, countrywide, than the entire country, the introduction of the CPR, when at the compulsory phone registration, not go only provide financial, quantifiable benefits to all the parties that were involved, and then parties that were don't name so from NatCom. So we where they pay the money for register, and not wait till we gain. Even though they're saying we go benefit from decreased criminal, we go benefit from reduced rate. Let's go. Anna Salone. Registration, they say, okay, let's go back over this last one. Finally, we don't go into this one countrywide, the compulsory phone registration. It not go only provide financial quantifiable benefits to all the parties involved, but also it go improve the overall quality of mobile communication at the country. And it go guarantee the country in population the right to the best service or quality of mobile service and mobile phone them we go there na the country. Yes. Compulsory phone registration, but they know they force you for register. When you there, you wait your outline, you go suicide the catch day. Because what they say, they know they force you for register. You see, outside they say for the mobile companies, them, I don't know if you get outside there. What then they talk about certified only equipment. Certified only equipment. And most of the thing that we see, how NatCom go make money, how the mobile companies then go make money, because you have to pay to register. A compulsory phone registration, but not by force. So, maybe compulsory and by force are two different. It's rather unfortunate, say, some of these things, now them suppose for they make headliners alone, but most of the time we not pay attention. This is not the first time we see a network, they try for throw light on certain things them, but not until when it don't happen on us alone before people are aware. I remember I got one vivid example in the toll road. I remember the toll road, the time we, as soon as we get the news about them, we even bring Alphaba Naya for tell and say that na the head of drivers union. We take from different stakeholders them, tell and say, na so this thing get for happen. This thing don't go to parliament for the first time. And na so. Alphaba categorically can't sit on over the phone. I had it. You know, go right. Let's see. Let's remember MPRC term. Where MPRC term, then be said, then they put toll road. Now that same road, if you walk, you know, the owner God man there no walk. Now this, I try for explain to them. I wish, but you know, Yeri. Unado Yeri this one, Who else is talking about it right now? No. Nobody need to talk. Then at the end of the day, people go come for say, oh, even the media said they not be even talk about them. Yes, you go say 98.1, then talk, but the way they break and so now make we understand. Because the lady will be there at 98.1. Yes, it's in idea I go for go sell. So that people go buy them. But with the explanation we don't give you now, and if you be listening that lady in the morning, maybe you be don't buy to the idea self. Say, oh yes, then say how much people then get for pay, say they not come to that it. If na insurance, I can understand. Say na insurance for the phone. But this one, I like to thief your phone. The only two then they say the blocker. They are not replacing your phone. No. Not to insurance. Eh? The first thing why I say, make a wonder. Because some of we will not even use the device, will not buy device from the mobile companies them. Naya, who say we did? We can just go, some of we go eBay, some of we go Amazon, we see phone we like, we buy them. You pop your SIM day. Trust me, if you sign online now your account, your IME number they come. That's all they need for your phone. You SIM, they able make what you sign at your account, your IME number they come. Or if the company where you did, it gets a mobile application, you download that app, and you sign in there. You phone in device, the name, everything they come. You don't even need to go register. Even though now unlock, even though you not even buy them from them. So which mobile phone company they will get us alone? When now, then they try for tell we say we need for go register, but and not for free for pay. That's not all. Tourists and visitors. So me and you will go to go salon, we phone go fall under blacklist. That's what they're trying to say. Say, then get what they call blacklist and this, then go no say this one not register. Even though they say they know they force you. They're not forced you, but at the end of the day, you can't use your phone until you register. And now nobody's talking. That's why we go left arm, it slide under the carpet. So we can't do now. Then they begin to say, hey, this and that, salon, hey, how for do? Bam. It stick. That's it. That's it. Eh? How you tell me for register my phone? Eh? And not to free back. Not to insurance. If then tifa, then they replace her. The only children say then go block them for you. Then the the mobile company is supposed to be able to do that without even registering or whatever. Make a call to Sumantoli. Yes, Mr. Mantoli, you get the platform, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, AAA, for having me. And welcome to all the listeners, them, and viewers, them. AAA, the information itself, it looked very, very sketchy. But before I dive into the issues, then, first of all, I'll just make this quite clear. You see, this all not just a way for prepare the roadmap to the cyber security law. It's all a way of preparing the road towards the cyber security law, if you know what I mean. Remember, now they don't put this cyber security law in Parliament, where it just means if you get your device, electronic device, use them for commit any offense, then we will track you. So now that cyber security is holding and they try to protect. But what I will do, I will try for see if I will break these things down. Stop me if I make mistake, because as I say no more, the information we'll get is very sketchy. So I will quickly summarize what you may understand. Then I will try for look at some of the challenges then. Well, this mobile phone registration, the way I may understand now, it just simply means when you come on, like, where you go as tourist or holiday in your country, or people away, they do business in terms of mobile phone, where you go in your country, the first thing first, they will register you. If you're a business person, you therefore register all the phone then we care about. Or if you're not a tourist, right at the airport. Because then taxi, then they employ the service of a third company. We will do the registration for them. So in other words, if you reach the airport, they Sometimes you will get an officer there or a company there will go do the registration for you, basically. So that they go no see you don't come with your phone in the country. So now their own responsibility that in terms of registration. And in terms of the SIM card, the mobile phone operators them now they do the registration. They're not getting nothing for do with the SIM. Yeah? We know say NATCOM they are functional for protect with the consumer them, for regulate all the telecommunication companies and give them license and also for improve quality. We understand that. But AAA, as I've been saying earlier on, this is a way for prepare themselves towards cybersecurity. In other words, any phone we go under now, they want to know who I get this phone. Yeah? Apart from, because they say they will only register, get me, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, yeah? Any phone will compatible to 3G and 4G, those smartphones. Now they're no more compulsory for the register. Because then believe say, most of the bad crimes them, cyberbullying, all the bad crime them, you know, not through their smartphone here, with the committing offenses. And I think I make them focus more on those 3G and 4G compatible mobile phone, the handsets them. They're not interested on those low quality phones. Because they know say most of the time, all the bad crime the way they happen now from their smartphone here. I think they make them say it compulsory for registering phone and I think that they may understand. I hope say I get them right. Well, we see say when they interview NATCOM, then emphasize on the issue of mobile handset theft. Then they try for protect with the consumer them from mobile phone theft. But the fundamental question is that the main issue here? Is it all about theft? You think say they try for protect we from the phone theft? Which is not. There are a lot of things from it. And I will tell you some of the things that we need notice of, apart from the mobile phone theft, because at that more than they talk about. But when you look at them critically, you listen, you highlight some of the benefits that will happen to the government. Yeah? Meaning now, when you go with phone, or especially the business people, in terms of the business people, when you go with phone in our country, you get for pay, you know, we're able to escape in terms of custom. You get for pay custom for them. If you don't pay custom, then we will track you because the phone will register. So then we will make the proper tax collection. So now one of the ways that we will benefit them, basically. And the other way, if you're an individual consumer, a tourist or anything like that, you get for pay registration fee, basically. So that money they not benefit to NATCOM, we not the government. So now other way than they enjoy the benefits of their regulations here when they bring come. Yeah? And also in terms of business system, we know say a lot of and this is true. You know, we know say a lot of answers the way they go in that country, they're not from China. Talk about phones them way they don't get a standard. Phones like low quality techno phones then will come up from China will not fit the purpose. Yeah? I think say if they do that side they well, then will discourage the importation of short mobile phone handset in that country. So these are some of the benefits them where they talk about. But let me talk on the issues here. And I think say most of the people that will comment on Facebook, I think they don't begin to talk on these issues. We main concern as individuals, with the consumers them. How we blow the whistle because we believe say it gets some implications and ramifications. Yeah. The cyber bill, I've been telling you about this before, AAA, is a great cause for concern. It's a great cause for concern. And I tell you the other day, now we try to get rid of some of these bad law, such as the criminal libel law. So we therefore be very careful with some of the laws then when they try for bring Canada the country. And right from the beginning, I'll tell you, AAA, all them tier within this mobile phone registration is all about creating a roadmap for the cyber security bill. Trust me. Yeah? Because it's all working towards registering the device so that any activity where it performed on that device, they will able to track you. Simple as that. They don't say AAA, they come with this handset in a salon, and this handset here, now they show so person naked. Now they this information come out. So we will run at AAA. Yeah? Now they this cyber bullying. Now they do them. So we run out at AAA. And that is what the cyber security bill is all about. Yeah? So now one of the things that Andy, and also we're concerned about hacking, phone hacking, information. How they're able to show we in the country, say they're not going able to hack the information. A lot of bad things that happen inside NatCom. Yeah? So we also concerned with the issues of information hacking. Yeah? And with the cyber security bill, one of the major concerns I get is this. They are what them call cyberbullying. Yeah? The trouble is how they were able to devise or how they were able to create laws them where will affect with the citizens tomorrow, where will protect me, where we're able to implicate me tomorrow. In the sense that what is at the limit, because we all know say technology they evolve, they change all the time. Yeah? It will make a law for now, it will be okay. And we know we country, very difficult to adapt. What thing will happen in the next 5 years where technology will don't change? What thing will happen? Yeah? And cyberbullying, we don't see a lot of it there happen. Yeah? What thing are the limitation? What did the law say? What is the extent of cyberbullying? Cyberbullying means, if you send a voice note inciting government or other things, or talk bad about the government, talk about an institution, or any other thing, yeah? It just means, say, the law enforcement authority get the power to work with international people away, sign treaty or sign agreement with that country for letting, wherever you did, for letting send you back to your country for good try you. Even inside your own country, now they will use the cyber law for prosecute you. Yeah, then they use them for prosecute, whether they nationally or internationally. So this is a major cause for concern. The question is this law can limit with freedom of speech? Because all them telephone business, as I said earlier on, I make they bring all them here. It's all about monitoring, how they will monitor the activity. I make them require, or make sure, say, you register your phone when you go to the country. So, in other words, both your SIM card and your mobile device is registered and get all things about any activity where they do not have phone day. Yeah? Now, we get for the world is also in terms of voting that the amount of fee we'll get for campaign in terms of registration. Yeah? In terms of registration. How much are the amount of fees? We already know that the country, the taxation business. What about the business people then? How much amount of that? Is it going to be exorbitant, expensive, like what we don't see recently where the bank governor come? He say advised the Minister of Finance, JJ Safar, because now one of your own responsibility that for advice on the issue of fiscal policy. Yeah? Where things like taxation. He said, advise the Minister of Financing. The taxes, they high, especially in terms of Mataki. And this gets something to do with that. Then devices here, whether in the Cameroon or country, if you go make high taxation, yeah, although, he talk say, I don't understand what he mean, the not command with the interview, he say, then go tax the business people here and there so that they don't go pass that taxation to the individual. but it doesn't make sense. Because just remember, if you tax a business person, a trader, what will eventually happen, that trader they himself will increase the price. It will pass the cost to the consumer. Because if I buy this thing 40,000 a year ago, where I don't pay tax. Where I pay tax now, if I go buy on 40,000, where I can at the country, and can't tax me, that amount of tax there, I will try for spread them over the goods. So meaning it gets some financial implications to the individual consumer. So I challenge them with that. Yeah, I challenge and say we go increase taxation. Yeah. Also, we will register with phone, we get for a factory in some ways. But more importantly, how can they ensure that we phones the whole cargo and salon, they not hack them with data protection, yeah, and confidentiality, how they will ensure say this thing they will maintain them. And more importantly, yeah, voting them will make sure say them protect the right in terms of freedom of speech, freedom of expression. Those are the issues then we will go for raise concern about. I make the cyber law itself is critical. Now that's another for put on table. Thank you very much, Tripoli.
And before I let you go, Muslim Toli, on this same topic, this one where they want to start to about this registration. I know it's about the cyber. Me don't get example now. Usai we day, so you can buy a phone. You just pop up your SIM as soon as you go to that network there account. They will come with your IMEI number, which is the main one for know the kind phone. And as soon as the IMEI number don't come, the phone and waiting everything they come up. Who's other country where we sabi where they do this phone registration?
Well, as far as I know, AAA, me on countries are they so in the UK. I'm not aware of that.
Thank you.
I'm not aware of that because what thing can happen? First of all, you know very well, we get the pay as you go, which in fact, you know, the registrar, for most of the time, you know, you just buy the SIM card, you put on your phone, you make your call if you don't get a contract. But if you get a contract, you sign a contract with your mobile phone network provider, you know, where they even supply the phone as well as the SIM card. I'm not aware of anything like that. I'm not aware of anything like that.
Thank you very much. I don't know just one. I don't try for contact people them where I know they Guinea. I just wait maybe before the program done then go reply to me. Let me see if then they register phone there, and I don't try for send message back to somebody where they're Liberia. Make us see if then they register phone there. We in Tina we neighbor them. Let we see how that one they come out. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah.
Make a come with whose friend, make we what's in a get for we. Yes, whose friend, you get the platform, sir. What's in a contribution today?
Yeah, good. Hello, Tripoli. Thank you very much for giving me the platform, and thanks to all we want to listen to we here on our program. Waiting me just one to say, I know where you actually know for agree the system. I can see from there. But waiting me just one for throw like before I go able to come give support we say the give, then the consumer and I will all worry about because everything is about the consumer. But if that phone thing up when the law what they try to come bring up, first of all, now this not come try for bring this system here where they want everybody get compulsory registration of his phone device. And why they try to look at first of all your IMEI number for them with Sabiam and your type of device, if 2G or was an Android phone. But we try to look at all this, we say they end up at the consumer, and the consumer now me and you get for use them either we travel go to phone day or the one they will get for use their phone inside the country. But it comes first of all to the area outside of Mantoli we try for bring up. Now, like, they remember there was a time when they bring the Facebook, people them. When this cyber law, you know, was people them they comment about how people and they get problem whether they pass messages or in terms of communication, we at least that culture of the computers them, how people and they pass with message. Because the phones they all are the Android, they are now like computer-like phones. But the cyber law itself is designed for bringing so now something for the computer and messaging and technology. But because of the Android phones, some of them get that device, we will at least type like a website that you phone and do many things. The only thing I'm on now not like a notepad with different. That's why they don't try for break first time. I think there's two people that will go there. Why been question why they go there? That money them for spend bring them. But sometimes likely they would don't go suggest to them say, well, if we not the aim for do that thing there, Facebook, control Twitter, control this. Now this is one of the qualities them. But what thing I try for say again, the quality where they try for bring to them, now equality where done there, where then they try for improve from now on they go before, then the one where they bring to we now the one where they just start, like for beginners. What is the beginners? Because we will not be ever get that system where somebody would this on side, then locate say this posse there under, like where they call it now, then 117 call in case it phone for them. They will introduce some of the areas they will develop. It will locate you sometime based on other things. GPRS, if you know they on them, but then get some other ways. But the idea is that this is what Facebook and other people we don't go introduce to them likely. So then we don't turn around and say, well, who are the responsible for phone? Now not come. If you want for bringing this cyber law, now this and this you get for entail, we will become effective. So now then we don't say, well, now this idea that we don't can't show you. Say if we have to put this idea into effect, this technology, this and this, then will work. Not to them phone with them, then start pressing phones. All right, that's a good idea. So don't sell and give them now. Then let them go turn now for say, well now, let's should have look out for another option. But the option what they can look for, then before us say, who are the other phone, now ain't no more for trying to see the phone where they bring. The boxes they all get a barcode. Any barcode where they zap, it come into the system. Saying at this phone that they don't sell or they don't buy. So it automatically even give you IME number. Then at the 1 point already, first of all, when they don't target. But because there are phones already in the people in hand, now then they say, well, now, instead of we engage the network providers there, where then me for don't just give you the IME numbers of people who they don't ask trade. Because trade now they don't have to play register the SIM card. And why for register SIM card again? Now for this purpose here. But that purpose they work together with the other cyber law. So now they don't let the SIM card registration and say, well, now if you register, you phone again. But they not explain this to the people and they just come with ideas saying now because of thief and because of this. They not show the trend of events, how things they go. So that idea then of your registration of his IME number for the people who don't buy them phone, that idea they use self they try for stop and it's not good. Because then before don't go one way, they don't just follow the one they don't buy the phone, or they already go to the import phones where they on the system. When I don't buy a phone, they want to let them track them. Okay, you then will track them through the company. The company we don't go pay trade 1,000 or 2,000 euros back for register and SIM. When you register a SIM, they say your SIM card not reactive. I don't know how far that go. But let's say that should have worked. That's not the area for them go. So let the people in the consumers they don't get a phone then they now. Not for force them for go pay money again for register that in phone. Then they try for track now. If there is a phone, they encourage people and see that phone there, will try to pull them at the market. Then they try for bring attractive phone. Or then we even bring a place where they can go give you phone, they exchange them in terms of warranty. Or the company will bring them come, they talk to them. But if they were illegal phones, it will be difficult on that side. They not put on that side. But this will have been some other method for withdraw their phone there and get information. So the pay will only be to the people who they import. One tax for what they pay. Instead of you get broken tracks, then broken count to the consumer for pay registration, then they left give the people who are the network provider. They are not paying any charges. Then the one they import and they will pay the tax. But the tax they jump now, the one they provide, it can direct to the consumer. So that is going to be very painful. So now ideas they bring, we are facing them, we don't they in place, but the implementation they get for local. It's very good idea now in terms of security. In terms of tracking people who work out the messages them, or technology, in terms of defaming somebody's character, they're able to track somebody they call for help, so they will locate to side they. All those type of things, any information pass, they will know where they go. But then before don't use that information from the phone providers, forget the IME, and left the consumer, then they encourage the people who don't get phones, who they not match with that type of network where the people that they provide. But you come to the question again, see now people who they provide phone, they're different. Like Hawaii, they don't say Hawaii not to illegitimate at some point, some place there. They say like Samsung, some place they stop them, some sign an iPhone. So they're not showing whose type of network wouldn't they encourage. They try for name few, but not specific. You see, I think them just look of Apple, that are one that one the Samsung. What about Huawei? What about other one? Because they say from what did they say, a legitimate or something, one a certified company where they produce them thing they are. So it's gonna be a long period while the government want to try pass them thing they are. So instead of them fastening it to the government, instead of government want to go ahead while they are going to be doing this. Or I mean, government, they wait for the level and go down to say the system of the phone that they in place before they put the cyber law. But I believe, say, the cyber law then go put on first, the debate will come when they feel, say, all the TI don't they have full in place. But for them go be halfway in place, may I'll try for let them go to the consumer, to the operators there. Because if they don't put one time a law, we them bring. But that law, they say, now, the tell them say them put that call, I don't call them a floor price for that 590. Leones for the per minute, where they say all the one that will be on call and what I call they try for ask them for pay this. But the idea is the methodology when they apply. Anybody go if you look pink, the consumer go for suffer, the people go for suffer that short period, and you go even go for say time will come, they go for infringe them, if he puts back, without them, they go for ask ONS. ONS go turn to whose side? The policeman then. So the policeman then will go shop to shop. So if then go use a chance now where they get for go delegate them duties for arrest, then go delegate them in terms of arresting the real way, then go use an order say for get their own power for delegate. Who will bring all that draw. So I feel say then get for look few things they're going to get for amend if they can. If not, it's gonna be a problem for the consumer and it will be still funding when they come inside. Funding when they come inside. How people then will detect them, it will be difficult. The phone then we will deactivate them, then we will for open them if even active them. Because even in the Europe here, people then get different methods for open phone, despite you hide the number, they don't flag them. If we listen, they will blackmail them, blacklist them, but also track them most times. And the only phone they want to know they get that tracking is an Apple. Where they put and you get for go on that app, they get for activate them. Samsung don't get them, but in that S10 now you get that system, we get for activate again. So if they look at external going to go under it, if you did it now, we no more will send them for it because you go look at whether we go buy 10 million phone. You see, but all those kind of things, and therefore look into that. The type of phones they talk about, we completely say, what thing the people get in their hand, then we will take out of their hand, then they expect them for put that phone, they don't let go buy that phone, then I burden for people and back again for B. So they therefore know how then they do this. I mean, contribution no more. But there is a good idea in the idea of doing this, but it's the method and Uda they pay for the thing. And I didn't know what the question. Thank you very much for giving the platform. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Usman. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you're most welcome, sir. Yeah.
We always the diaspora. We know say I don't know because I don't even check Guinea. The person don't reply me say they know they do on a Guinea. Nigeria, they know they do and they say they only in a SIM registration they get. I see somebody message back say don't ask na Gambia. Then say then self no they do them. But make a call with Tony. Make we hear you waiting he get for we. Yes, Tony, you get the platform.
Yeah, Fumble share. I listened to the NATSCOM boss talk about registration of phones, mention about sales revenue. They talk about registration fee, go when you do NATSCOM, go increase revenue for them and everything. But people bringing phones, let's use people now where they bring phone in large quantity like SkyTel, where they go by 4th Street, or Techno, where they get agents in a salon. Whenever their phones are coming, when they import them phones here, then they pay sales tax. Or they pay custom duties on their phones here, which means government already make a revenue on them. One aspect. When their phone here, any of them come in, they sell their phones today. People put SIM inside. Any call we possibly make, automatically there is a sales tax on that particular call day. So and cumulatively at the end of the month, the mobile operators go write a check and go pay to NRA. So government already make a revenue. The area where we get concerned is they mentioned about phone, people get for registered in phone. I think say who said for lay emphasis because it's like a step approach. You go for start with the first phase. It's like a pyramid, those are for the first layer of building a house. It's waiting for enforce has to be with same registration, which has to be compulsory. I always look for benchmark Guinea because Guinea and Sierra Leone, right? When you go Guinea, Abraham, when I go Guinea, if where I want buy Simbra, I let you come with any the documents were not valid, they know they register. Imagine Guinea. You go for bring something where a valid document, like a driver's license, like a national ID card, before they go register, because they know the penalties for making sell SIM. Because from the point where they distribute their senior, each SIM when they distribute, they go with the registration book. So when they return, then before they give other SIM for sale, you got to make sure you return that registration book with all the people that need their numbers. The SIM is the first 50 SIM they give. So in order, what I is trying for say, there is compliance. There is 90% compliance. Anybody, you can check with anybody in Guinea. But we in Sierra Leone, now one side and the way compliance level very low. It's very, very low. You can buy SIM right now, Lungede. Who said them mobile and kid, who said to go take boat for cross car bagging. They're not even register you. I don't buy SIM, they don't register me. That they tell you they don't compromise the whole thing about security wise. Well, if people they capture them, register their SIM and everything. No, say me now, but you have to go holiday. As I take that SIM out, put it inside my phone. Straight away, any call I make, it register the IMEI number. Because IMEI, now 15 unique numbers where not two phone they get the same number. It's a unique number. It's the International Mobile Equipment Identity. Not two phone they get them. So if there is any bullying with a phone, somebody using phone or use the gadgets, they can able to identify who makes that publication we post them on social media. So what thing they need for do is to tell the operators, the mobile companies them, that therefore activate that function there. We are in
I not quote you, Tony. I'm not saying you they talk out of experience because you've worked in the system. Now then they maybe want to ask you, say, because here we just buy SIM, we pop them. If you go, you check, even the SIM able pull your IME number for your phone.
Yes.
So what's the difference in Sierra Leone?
So for any call where you make, that call they go with the IMEI. In fact, if they want for traces for no, who side this person will thief this phone? Because no said you thief the phone, then go sell this phone, give me. Immediately when I put that SIM, if the company activates that function there, any SIM would them put inside that phone, it is send message straight. It is send message straight now. Then able for track and no say
and
that phone not
that ability they for do them.
Yes, it is alone. Now just the company they need for activate them. So the outside it then just need for tell the company and say, good, even if you don't trace the side where you make that call. Like for instance, when I can carry post, then if me wait a call, we they look the last side where the person make call. If we see that the site where na Bralam where you make that last call, we assume say this person no enter Guinea. It don't know where they go Guinea. So would they able even trace the sites where that call where that person make that phone call, whose site where the way they make the call. You know, so all those functions. So then just need for work with the mobile companies. But again, the whole country they are designed. All my one make roll out in your project for its money. And you don't say not third party for can do the function. Who knows who is this third party coming to do this job? Probably, I just know one say this on social media, I just know one say. So everybody in Sierra Leone get your design or project where go come with for let itself able for its money. But really and truly, if you want for trace people doing cyberbullying, it's simple. If somebody using laptop, that laptop get IP, you're able to trace the laptop or whatever they use. Let's say the person use it trash the laptop. Okay, that's fair enough. Person using phone, even the phone itself, he use them. I can register phone today. Some phone and they say you can either you go to an salon, you not register to see, you don't put SIM card, you still able to use them. You connect them to Wi-Fi and you still able to do something. But the thing you want me to try for say is, I not say the one for roll out whatever or cyber laws or whatever, the one for wood. But let be fair to the customers. Let be fair to people coming in. Nobody in the sub-region not they do that. Nobody in the sub-region not they do that. They register phone, no. Or one for raise money, say, okay, we say not come the NRADD. Irrelevant, irrelevant. But that come already make the money through the mobile operator. Once the person puts SIM inside, he make a call, automatically the mobile company don't get money once they make that call. You understand? So for me, who said the need for improve? If they want for really make money, they just need for open the gateway for the people there. And then monitor them robustly. Because NATCOM, they are the regulators. They can access your switch. They can access your platform. They have the rights. If there is anything for me, then just need to be open to the customers. They have to be that regulator where they talk on behalf of the customers. And many times, most of the things that when they roll out of late, now burden on the customers, now burden on the people. Look like the last time they come up with a flat rate of so. Well, other mobile company they charge less than that. At the end of the day, they have to improve. If they have to increase, when they not go for increase, they suspend, they block them. They can't do off-net calls. You understand? They need for who said they need for concentrate, NATCOM need for concentrate. If they really want to make money, we go to VoIP. That internet and service co people they make call. That's why the government they get better money. Then they for improve on internet, see how they able for work with the mobile company. It is called a voice over internet protocol. When you're able to use your phone, you know, if you buy credit, you make call through internet. Some people they do a lot say, I go salon now, they also get Wi-Fi in a salon. I not buy SIM, so which means I not tied to any mobile company, I get Wi-Fi. I can use my phone and make Wi-Fi call. When I vote, and government know they get too much revenue to that. Now that thing that we say, come up with a design and see how they're able for begin make revenue from VIOP. Then voice over internet protocol calls and they. Now that side, me feel say they come up with a strategy because mind you, most of the people that they make internet call, Wi-Fi call, government know they get revenue. So they make any time where they tell for increase revenue, increase taxes on anything. So man, a WhatsApp call they make. And some of them people the way they make WhatsApp call, not to all their phone and they get seen. So which means they make call to Wi-Fi and host. So in cost where they bond, then Wi-Fi where they charge. If I want to talk to me family na salon, I buy Wi-Fi for them. Anytime I call them, Wi-Fi connect. They don't use government, they don't use no mobile company SIM. So government they lost revenue. So the more they want to make sabi, people they use other strategies for avoid paying extra.
But Yanda, we they talk so Tony. Yanda, they already paid for the internet data. So
yes, but no, see, I not pay through mobile company. You understand what I mean? I'm not pay through mobile company.
I get you, but then pay for the internet because if they not pay for internet, they're not going to be able to use the
exactly. But not from they make, but government they make money too much on that via VoIP. Now, with government they make money too much. Like how you go use SIM. You understand? You go use SIM before get SIM and make call, or they use me data, they burn me data, they make call. You understand? Government they make more revenue in that than where I make call to VoIP. Voice over internet protocols. You understand what I mean? Those are the strategies they need for. They have very experienced guys and I work with where they work in an apps company. Plenty. They need to bring ideas outside the box. But me, I confused why I read this. Why I listen and then there's a way they say, oh, we have for register. If they teach you for self, it go easy for making you notice it for salon. Even American, I also bra. They able to solve it. You know how many millions of phone where they lost? If T-Mobile tell you in October, this last quarter, almost million phone where they lost because majority people that way they go holiday, they carry their phone. Some people then they before they go holiday, you don't tell them say, oh, me $4 just because you got for car and go Africa. If they want to get their phone, they're able to get all because immediately as you put on Africa, they send IMEI. But they're not even busy. Who said the emphasis? Where you go for go get you SIM. When you go for go register with any mobile operator, they make sure you provide valid ID card. So that's why the government for emphasize. NATCOM emphasize on the mobile company. Put pressure on them that every little SIM, any device or any SIM. But today they find the mobile company there. If they catch you, you not get SIM. If you SIM not register, then they go find you. We know they see that happen. Compliance level in everything in a salon be compromised. So now make one they get the output what they look for, the productivity, not they did that level where they look for, because everything has been compromised. Either it's the politicized, either probably somebody else. This thing not go for work. I tell you something, it not go for work. You go tell me back. And not see Alex say it go for yield dividend.
Thank you very much.
That's the me take care.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
I bring Tony in since in the work na salon, in the work na the companies them for long day. So now make me try for ask because me no see there is a system where if they say true now for help for phone theft system day where the mobile companies them able to activate so that will eliminate that. This one will not one can with so not even insurance. Maybe if the insurance scheme then be carried to go say okay yes the insurance insure your phone so if they thief your phone at least then go fet stay for making them get the phone, then if they not get the phone then go able to replace the phone for you. You pay half of the money where the phone cost or whatever. You know say I'm paying if na monthly, na yearly, na whatever. But not to him we they talk about. Let's say if you register your phone. We all know the country them, wait and like say then they register phone and the reason behind that. The SIM I can understand. But the device, no, there's something else behind there. I saw miss him. Something else there behind it. Not to say the device, all you need now the IME number. You go register my own for let them take the IME number, keep them for you. If the mobile company able gets away forget the IME number, then why should I go pay another person? If not to kukujumu don't come inside for make other person can say I can't get to side it. Please. I'm big boy. I'm not happy for this. I was that. Yes, caller, ID live on here. You name and no side to call from, please.
Yeah, it's not Mike. I call from Philadelphia.
Yes, Mike, you get 3 minutes.
Yeah, I be there salon this past November. You understand, eh? I get QCell. When they give that SIM card, then you get for produce your driver's license, okay? They're not just give SIM card, so they produce your driver's license. Now then they use for give the SIM card. And most of them, why they go save now? That GSM unlock for now they buy for go. So then people are whether they car with them type T. Salon people they do wanna wait. 2023, when I vote them people they are out. Because then people are not sufferness now they can bring come to now, All this education what they don't learn, then it look like they reflect on the poor people in the country. Now sufferness, everybody not understanding people here, man. Then come with criminal. The same as people wake up with criminal libel law. They want pull out or they don't pull out. Now then they come with this one back. But you better left for them for don't left that criminal libel law because it's not other way back for can trap people. Not trap. Not trap. They want to make sure so they go inside your phone and find out what they go on inside your phone. If they really care about the people in a salon, why they not provide masks for them right now? If they really care, if they care about them people and why they provide masks for the people right now in that country, you care about somebody with TV phone, they don't care about that. They're not even able to provide the phone for you. They're not going. Then people are not. Then they left for the life of them people. Yeah, the country is stronger right now. They try to increase more tax for letting people that suffer again at the country. Everybody are wicked, man. They tell you what they be. They are not witch man. They're wicked, man. They're wickedness. People are, man. The wickedness, they done, man. They're not to help the people at all. Now wickedness, man. I mean, your contribution, I don't know. I want to say some of people that listen. 2022, now vote them people out. They are on a patient. Not do nothing on a patient. Vote them out. Them people are the wicked, man. I mean, your contribution, I don't know.
All right, thank you very much, Mike. Thank you, sir. Yes, caller, ID live on here. Your name and who side to call from, please.
Triple A, talk to?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you so much. Now, my name is Ezekiel. I call from Oregon.
Yes, Ezekiel, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Thank you, sir. So, me, what I try for say, obviously, the contribution just begin. I want we all calm down and contribute silent, in a silent way, in a good way, where we go try for explain, for let the Sierra Leone people understand. Now, Lord, we calm down, Lord, we not incite anything, incite in the sense that, Lord, we not say anything we related to cursing or related to something we they try for time, they say they're stupid or they're waiting. Lord, avoid that. Lord, we talk silently because this, it is very, 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 very disheartening. We would hear something like this. But through this kind of communication, we they able reach now village now, we they able communicate with people. Why don't they try for stifle for people? Not make it too difficult, Things are trying already in our country. We neighboring countries, then they pass strive, then they pass move. One of the different way for stop things there. Can you imagine when somebody don't reach na Lunge airport, then you begin charging for you?
Yeah, then they say, example, pull all your phone the way you get.
Yeah.
Pull all your phone and go to register there.
Yeah. Thing when you don't buy already, you don't pay taxes on that. Now for you, your convenience, they go for go sell them. If they can't go now for go give people them, for let you improve their life. Why did they make it so difficult? I don't want to agree with the previous caller before this caller while they talk behind. Maybe they talk say, now for Fen we have to raise money on the credits. You answer correctly. The people that they buy credit already. When they buy credit from the businessman supposed for don't pay taxes to the government already. So when they go for go buy, your taxes is substituted into the amount we they pay to that business forces. So we are paying taxes already. People are paying taxes already. Anything when they buy, I'm not doing Sierra Leone. I'm not go Sierra Leone for the past 2 years. But anytime we price go up, they tell you the dollar don't go up. That means the businessman, they substitute the taxes. So the man within the least village where they can buy, they pay taxes already. So you are talking about double and triple taxes. Now you want people to pay now? Because when the businessman with the car with the phone there, he therefore pay for them. Then when they sell it to the consumer they go back and pay there. Another thing, you are talking about triple taxes here. Taxes is already paid on the data we they buy. It's in there. So this whole thing, it's about tracking oppositions. It's tracking people with the knowledge. It's tracking all in one way they want track on something with the physics, even though maybe it might not even be a language where they hurt anyone, but now a language where they try to emphasize the wrongs the way they happen so that we will put us straight. They run after you. Come on. I'll be at the big. Let the Israeli people one way or the other make you voice hard for let this year not happen. Not about tracking. You are right. Wait, we talk about the SIM card. If not SIM card, I understand. If I go with my phone, I want to use an salon pass, I buy SIM card. The SIM card should be registered, not my phone. Now, that is a million contribution. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Ezekiel. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, caller, are live on here? You name and who call from, please.
Yeah, good evening, Tripoli. Good evening, Sarah Network family. Me, Abdullah Bimara, the call from Paris.
Yes, Abdullah, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Tripoli, I just want to agree to the other last caller. Now, right now, we just come on the line. This is not about tax. May we get to get us straight. They bring kind the idea, say you pay money because may fit say yes, they want to track you. May they not take the people they like say, not the students, they're not in class. We know what they go on. They expect me, they take me business phone, now what they do me business with, I go to salon, then you go register. For me, I know they do one. I know and if not by force, not to by force, now they sabi how they organize it. But me, if I don't say what they go salon, I know they even go to me business phone. The phone one I know for say I use for me more purpose. But there are people that just want what do they need for do, they know they do one. They just there for attract the people in their life. If you want to chase the opposition, chase her in another way, but you not get for attract the other citizens. You know, let at least me this year, I swear to God, if flop me more this night triple, do I angry about this year and I got one guy sabi? How you go register somebody in phone? They say cell phone, at least for God's sake. Now you know what they say your phone. So but you know they go enter inside your phone, they go search what they inside your phone. What they say democracy country. What if they want to take Sierra Leoneans and not be? They want control all we move is there. If you do good, people don't they criticize you. Let me say the facts. If they work the right way, then nobody know they're going to social media. They talk nonsense about them. But the problem is they don't want to do what they want to do. They just there for attracted for at least destroy the people in the future. This is not my contribution, sir.
All right, thank you very much, Abdullah. Thank you, sir. Yes, caller, you're live on here. Your name and who side you call from, please.
Oh, this is Nasano. I call from Ohio. How are you, sir?
Good. You get 3 minutes, sir.
Wow. Triple A, clever man. I can see you point to say you they come out. I really support you. See them people there, that information minister, then I they start this thing. Like the last caller what he said. Then people there, they bring this thing, then they hide. In the other way around, say that this we can't do for this, but they go no. All they what they want bring are for fight opposition, are for fight people who they criticize this government. The social media don't permit them people there all kind way. Don't look at us say this. If you want to protect this thing, you know, there will be a problem. I can still remember there was one video who Mother Bio will be going to England, where they discuss, say now what will they go into power, will they go into campaign? That the social media will try for all. But for control the social media, we will control and we will beat APC. I still remember who the address that the gathering that will tell time ago with the SLP supporters. You know, cyber security, this country will say again, now driver's license, they go register, they give you same. They don't care about you. Like how you just say, the IMI, now they take, now they register. And they all information they do. When you do any other thing, they know. Then a particular thing, you know, cyber security, not all country they need. Cyber security, again, a particular thing, whether they monitor. You know, thousands of people where they catch you on a top there. They catch you, they do everything. But they don't want to say, when they change them people, they don't do that. The problem is, like how could you talk to today? SLPP now, they always being start bad laws. When they start bad laws, we all like particular, they can't execute them. That's the problem. And that's what we talk. They say like the law, now they start up. Now APC can graduate on them. Now then they say this. Now then they can bring this back. If all of party candidates can graduate to this, oh, now they get for criticize. The whole thing of this, they try for tight people and normal for talk, everything. Cyber security is fine. Oh yes, you know, for secure you the country, for secure whether your bank account, everything. But as a developing country like Sierra Leone, how many people afford to get what people afford for? Some people don't have village, don't even know internet, don't even know what for use internet. You know they buy yourself. You know, like the last caller which is saying the only thing they have for bring this here for moderate people who they criticize them. What they're not going to do. Nothing again. When they jump up everything now, opposition, everything, so that they continue for the what they do. And that's the only thing. That's my take, my brother.
All right, thank you very much, caller. Thank you, sir. Yes, caller, you're live on here. Your name and who side you call from, please.
Yeah, I didn't, Patrick.
Yes, Patrick, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Triple A, I tell you thank you for your program, for your hard work. May God bless you. I mean, this topic to the any diaspora where it will vex because this one first now we first more left for it so bad. Not to be the one that way they not turn. Don't forget about that because the one that way they not turn, most of them get two phone. They get smartphone, they get that cheap phone. Where the one may call the smartphone that they use are normal maybe for browsing the internet or Facebook or WhatsApp. But this now we more left for it so bad that in the sense, or even the visitor or whosoever they go in that country there, because most people they go to phone there. Some people whether they go holiday, they go with their old phone there now they don't get, they go give maybe friend, family member, You know, not to say that they go sell them. Now they don't put this law as you say no more you reach the airport, they don't say disarm yourself. Bring all this inside your suitcase, they go and dig inside it. For look if maybe you don't hide that all empty then they. So you left for it to be so bad that if we not kick against this issue and actually left for money away. These people here, I don't say this now this program they say they did go for themselves where they say before they inside it. And that all the day where they dig, they left for money that tomorrow come 2023. Because me not see no tell. Think they didn't allow country, they were there for focus on power. Now this is a massive thing about where they don't go learn big book. They are put now so baby grammar that they quote per week now. Say this. How you go take say compulsory, but you know the first nobody. What thing are they different? Now somebody tell about SUV, not to this, not to SUV. What thing are they different? Tell me now because if you say now compulsory for register, then you return but no, you know the first nobody. Now wait till that means he try for play with people their mind or the face people they stupid, they don't know what they not go school. They're very big, they need for know, but they let them get the priority right. I said this government need to get the priority right first. Not so they think they are left for the side of the wall. Even China, when at China, I don't think that they even pay for phone, for register the phone. Where they get communism. I don't think so. Please, maybe I might be wrong. I don't think so they get it. All the communist countries, I don't think some of them even get it in it. But they were they had the one that brings small order for where people they not talk a stand. And tomorrow now, well, this last caller say, well, the other government can implement and they begin to say, naso. They let for be careful. Let them focus on what is the country, the thing that they were for focus on. What is this phone business? When somebody come out in phone, what is your problem? Because as you say no more, now somebody go don't come and say, love who say you go to eat. Because their registration there, believe me, we not say as now, wait now for let the corruption to take place. So some people that they will go pay, so no go they will pay. Because some of their own family they didn't hire. When they go see they go through that line, maybe they not go even search the man themselves. They go through. All this thing will take place. Let them focus on the priority they will make. Here will make them. Let this thing, the phone, no sign at the wall, not they pay for phone when you go down. Business people, the way they import phone, will know that. They pay the sales tax. When you buy your phone, now salon, you want to rent, get your SIM card, now you don't register the IME number already. They don't use SIM card. They don't know that is phone number belong to. Why they one can't put more problem? Because I'm more problem now, they can't distress. They don't add $80 per week for going to your country. Now they want hard now, your food now, for good. Time will come now, believe me, if you are sitting for let even land at the country, they go add something they back. For let even land, say you go to pay airport tax or water tax, they go forget say you don't pay inside your ticket too. Now they go on for the collector there now. All these things, they try for push and small. They let for be careful. May they not do goal where go affect them tomorrow. Let them focus on the country get a problem. That country they get a thing where they for straighten. How many phones that they thief around the world? People they not care. Cyber security in America, they get so many things where they go on. They don't bother. They get the main thing the way they focus on. If you want to call that in Mama Self now on the internet now, you want to call president in Mama Self. They don't care. You know, they bother them. You know, they affect them. You know, they shake themselves. But you do something when it comes to terrorists, boom, they flag you out. Quick, you see heroes don't surrender with FBI or whatever thing there. So let them focus on what they focus on. Let them left that thing they side. If they begin this thing, believe me, it go more now. No, they talk, truthfully, they talk a lot more. If they don't talk, it go more now. Because the one the way they talk, as I say, you know, they affect them that much. Who are they outside? Because now we go phone them. We will go phone the 2, 3, 4. Where they can go for family, for yourself, for use, or for other people there. If you don't care, go 5 for this example now. You go pay 200,000 loans for each phone, for waiting. Or you don't pack and say suitcase. Now, definitely now they still left for open like suitcase day. Then they go see something now where they not for see, or they see laptop, or they see this. They go say tax for this, tax for things. Shoes now where you go don't buy for somebody for wedding. They go and tax that shoes day. Clothes, fine clothes the way you don't buy. They go and tax them because now technically, now so they want to tell you now. Say anything where they can go. So now I don't mean left for say they left for very be careful. Let them not go where the money there. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Patrick. Thank you, sir. Simba J. Cole says, not come, now the same people that we want to sell for increase them price, for make them go match, then go meet up with Orange and Africell their own price. Frank Rogers says, this government not get any clue how for govern a country, period. May look how this caller. Yes, caller, you're live on here. Your name and side call from, please.
Hey, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, everybody. This is Omar from Los Angeles.
Yes, Omar, get 3 minutes, sir.
Man, why want to go and get hit up, man? This is easy. This is not, that's not a big problem. You don't edit the word consumer cellular, that little flip-flop phone. Let me go with. I go with 2 phones. I get me iPhone because everybody when me they talk to na freedom, not through WhatsApp. So last year, it not cost me a dime. When I reach na freedom, you want to talk to me, you know who's for call me, WhatsApp. So now through WhatsApp, me talk to everybody in freedom. When they force me say, Papa, I get flip-flop. Now I just put a SIM there. 20,000 leons. I use until 4 weeks, till I come back. So the question is, if you reach Nalunge, and they don't say not to force, so if they can't say register them, say no, I don't feel like registering because this phone now they use in America. The reason why I get them, why I reach back na Brussels or France, wherever outside the transit, now I go for use back for call me. People are like, me go for do too many transit and they come Europe, from Europe, East Coast to here, now they use. So me, I need to go crazy over it. In terms of the cyber business, if they just do them strictly for people who really try for like terrorist act or invade the government, that's okay. But we all know it in Africa. Anytime Africa man, people all get that. Africa man, people are way proud. Everything to them, then they overtop. Even when you tell Africa man, say no problem. You know, so all within this, then people that they try for do, now ego. Then they try for control people and hold them in one place, you know, for tell them waiting for do listen to their conversation. Well, the same thing today, they talked about the other party last year or a couple of years ago. So, but in terms of this play, the good news for me is until they say not to buy food, so I will put them to test. I'd already cut my ticket March. I would in a freedom. They say not to buy phones. I get that consumer cellular, that flapper. Now they use that freedom. This my phone. Everybody want me to talk to na freedom. Now through WhatsApp. So why go na freedom? I can use me iPhone. Now WhatsApp I they call them through WhatsApp. Hey, not call me now WhatsApp. I'm not gonna say well when you get your minute call me. But now WhatsApp me they use now. The flapper, until they don't talk, say the flapper, because the flapper not get no G, not 0G, so you don't go ask me for that, pay for them. Now then granny the whole the cell get in the cell get you're gonna target today consumer cellular. So me I need to raise my blood pressure. The whole thing is if you bother me that we get a lot of we salon people and now we population of salon, everybody want Americanized, Europeanized, they all want to keep up with the Joneses. Then in fact, then get phone themselves with high-tech passwords. So now they then go get. But if you left to me where to go, believe me, you, as long as we say not to buy phones, they need to get me. Now then what they need to go get. Now that no more power. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Umar. Thank you, sir. Yes, caller, I live on here. Your name and who side you call from, please?
You hear me?
Yes, sir.
I mean, I call from Maryland.
You get 3 minutes, sir.
All right, thank you for giving me the platform. The people there, they feel say salon people and people who full or they picking the way be say in the control anyhow. Why SLBB always they try for introduce bad laws in that country they. This libel law when they try for repeal, so they don't repeal. And then same one when SLBB and then be introduced them, it better than pull on. Now when they try for car another bad law for car invade to people in privacy, they don't say cell phone. Why they want track people and information there? Me, I want to see if this regulation they go to parliament. Last year the parliamentarian what they get for do. If they get idea, if they get common sense, but if now people the way they say they go school, let's see if they get for pass this bill, this regulation they get for go to parliament, they get for go it and day. But this some people they all them because we not get forget access for vote because they not give you the rights. They not go able to travel. Say they go register, come back, I go back over. Don't get that time day. We some people make them think if them people who them vote there, you know they say they want change. If now the changes we them say in the cause for winning the country. If they want the change, we them vote them back in 2023. But not the changes we them want, we them vote them out. Why people in the try no more always in the couch born to salon people in the sofa and they think about what they eat. In the country, the people in the sofa, you talk to the camera, all what you they see, suffering in the country. And they try for find ways when they try for reduce the poverty rate in the country. And they can't try for couch other body back. Somebody don't buy your phone. Like your cell phone. Not to everything within your phone, you want to post you know, except if you want to post you know. Why they forgo say post it for register your phone? They don't say SIM registration, you understand? When the phone what they used to, I just go Amazon, I buy them. From 2006 now they say today. Yeah, I mean I number when they talk about. When you get your SIM registration, they will track them. So for me, it don't make sense. They just want go after certain people where they want to go after, but if you don't generalize and not get for fancy, they want to go after opposition. So I hope say they just can't camouflage or they want can't test with the salon people, they don't see the reaction. But I hope say this is not for all water. But this if you all water, you have a count problem. So the main contribution Andy. Thank you very much. God best salon.
Thank you very much, Ibrahim. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah. Yes, caller, ID live on air. Your name and who side you call from, please?
Nami?
Yes.
Yeah, Patricia from New York.
Yes, Patricia, you get 3 minutes, man. What's in your contribution?
If you say then they talk about cell phone, I'm not been listening to say because I just the rich now. Even like let me say the travel we get a cell phone where they use in America. We can and the back go register.
Yes.
Before,
Yes, ma'am.
I don't see anything with a cell phone where they pull in America get for do anything in a salon. But I don't know why you get for go register. Then the other caller they say why then they listen to people then conversation or whatever. Even here then they do America self then they do because not to every kind thing you go talk on a phone. Because if it something go say things then we not good, then go kind of use. So if then they do that in the back salon, I'm not thinking a bad thing. You know what they talk on a phone, you know what they do on a phone. All me own concern be, I mean, things where you go, you buy phone in a salon, where, I don't know, what then they use SIM card, you register a SIM card, they put on the phone, then they talk about registration. I don't know, say your cell phone, get in America now, where they use, if they can't go in a salon. So the phone, they know they work self in a salon. I don't know. Possibly now like what's up. So I don't know why people then for go pay for cell phone where they use in America where we shoot and they for register. So I don't understand the whole deal about that. But if not for listening to conversation or whatever, a common thing everywhere then they do. So the sometimes the thing where they talk now thing go bring problem come. Then go for yes, then go for listen to that. Then the people if now FBI then go appear na host. If salon said and get that power, if something they do things or then they do that now because of people, then they scatter a lot of audio these days. Or man, they just kind of more talk, scatter, then send all over. If not anything, then they want to then may them do. But an officer, if you pull the phone in America, I will not get that then SIM card, then for make like you register a phone for that. I don't know if na law in the past say you force for register a phone if you don't register enough for pass it. I don't know. So, contribution that.
Thank you very much.
You're
Patricia.
welcome.
Thank you, ma.
You're welcome.
Yes, caller, you're live on air. Your name and who side you call from?
Me?
Yes.
Oh, I'll put my name down as concerned citizen, sir.
That's fine.
Okay.
You get 3 minutes.
Yes, sir. I'll make you help me out here. This not law or not just a proposal?
Okay. NATCOM get 6 regulations them where they can go to parliament. And this one, they among.
Okay, so
they say that they try to engage stakeholders and so that they go understand what thing get for happen. They say na compulsory phone registration, but for now, then they try for sell and to we the people for say no to by force. But if you be there where we do all the breakdown, you go able to understand exactly what thing they mean.
Okay, sir. Well, I mean, I don't want to go into what all you can bullet on talk, say, hey, this is the one squeeze the opposition. But the opposition, not going to particularly say politician opposition. Opposition will be simply me and you. So not to politician opposition than they are believing in the talk, but they just want to oppress people that listen that they want for say, if you want for voice your opinion in terms of all these policies that they make. So that the government, this is not directly coming from NATCOM, not so me think this is directly coming from, order from above, to be honest with you. So I really don't know what's in there for happening moving forward, but I don't believe say now we get for suffer more. Now we do bad now get for suffer more, to be honest with you. Now I get for suffer because you know they come, when I JC there, and I get for suffer because if not don't register on a phone or Ubanda, you understand? When I don't pay for the insurance or all the kinds of why would that thing? If you phone lost not alone, then
not at all. This scheme not even get anything. They say they go job blocker. They never get listen for you at all.
But when I register, when I don't register on a phone or oversee that the people and the when I call or email the provider, then they block them anyway. So so I don't really know who side this they go, to be honest with you. It's like say, something not clear yet. We don't know what they want to put forward. But anyway, I know they go into a conspiracy, but this sound fine, to be honest with you. Taste fine. Get bitter taste, I tell you, but it really get bitter taste. And yeah, now I know more that they feel sorry for now they call back. When I make sure so now no loss now food them. Okay,
thank you very much, caller. Thank you, sir. Yes, caller, you're live on here. Your name and who you call from?
Yeah, hello. Here is Eric Japan.
Yes, Eric, you get 3 minutes awaiting a contribution.
Well, the contribution is just pertaining to the present phone conversation, registration, or whatever. Well, let's just say at least we the diaspora, whether you did Europe, USA, we for no better. We not the problem with this. We say wherever you be, you get to register the phone.
You dey register your phone, who say you dey so?
Wait, why you dey buy your phone? You dey register?
No, sir. If you buy your phone at eBay or Amazon, you are not registering that phone. You just put your SIM inside there and that's it.
Wait, if you buy from a phone company, let's say like T-Mobile, and Metro, you dey register them. They register
same in Sierra Leone.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Then wait, I'll come to my point. Then if not eBay or Amazon, you know they register them. But the SIM card where you buy, first they be the same SIM card there where they not the register. But now, them SIM card they all now when they buy. You don't register them.
Yes.
Then as you don't register the SIM card, when you use them for any phone, automatically then they get the information. Like for example, now compulsory, all them phone companies then. Every communication, 6 good months, that is recorded. Therefore, reserve for 6 good months. In case the government or the authorities, they want any information. Whether cyber information or terrorism, then they right for go to that company and get that information for 6 good months. That's not compulsory.
You did talk about the mobile company, right?
Yeah, and they talking about the mobile company. They don't right for release that information to the government. You know, they support the government of Sierra Leone, whatever they will take. Because this like new, if they want to do something like that, let them educate these people there first. The new system like that they for do. They're not just pounce on the people there like that. Because if they pounce on them, now the same thing this way they happen. Because the people they're not educated, they don't know, then anybody will just give them false information, they follow up. So let the government educate the people there on this mobile phone system.
So I want to make you educate me now. I want to make you educate me. Like the education we say government will give the people them, give and to me make her understand what you they try for say.
Yeah, like the government for sensitize the people then for say, well, now this one use for this reason.
Why?
Give a reason. Huh?
Why? What's in the reason?
Yeah, the reason, maybe they get a reason. For example, maybe it's because of terrorism, which of course is in Europe. That was the reason which the German gave. For say 6 months. Therefore, recorded what you said communication. Therefore, preserve them, and the government get rights for going to them till then. They get right for release them. That was the reason they gave. Now the reason that's what the German
government. The same way, Eric, I want to make the same way we say right now. Just like how you talk the mobile companies in Sierra Leone, I make a bring somebody we working at the mobile companies then a salon. Say how it happen now. If the system with the salon it did it say yes it did it. Why not activate that system through the mobile companies rather than coming after the device of the people? But that one day, now they should go through the mobile companies. You just meet at the top say the SIM card. SIM card and they sell an tickets like granates. That's where the problem lies.
And that is wrong.
That's where the problem lies.
You're not a victim of it. For say go buy card. You card the only I get the SIM card from Sierra Leone. Almost all the mobile phones there are registered there. Now the head office. Because they card the way they sell na the streets them there. A lot of them, then you go encounter to problems with them. All the SIM card that they registered, now the office, the head office. And that's when you want to let the government do. Let the government sensitize the people then, whatever reason we then get for do, and they explain to the people then. But like, if not anything like monitoring, of course, it happen all over the world, inside America, inside Germany. You don't just go begin to talk. If let's say you talk about anything today over telephone pertaining to terrorism or any attack business, why make what you find it? When the Israel catch them up in Europe or America, and through mobile phone, through communication. That's the easiest way we police they capture the criminals there now. Because they listen to the communication there. So anybody where you talk, you don't say your communication is being interviewed. It's been heard by a third person. Know that. Let people know that. You see? So only thing is let the government educate the people that sensitize. We don't know the reason where they get. But whatever reason where they get, let them tell the people that. If not that they want to, then let them go ahead. You see? But the thing is happening in Europe. It's happening in Germany. Germany 6 good months. You see? Germany, you go talk about terrorism business over telephone.
The thing where you talk here is totally different. You still emphasize on terrorism, and Sierra Leone self they do listen to conversation. And if you get anything for do with terrorism, then go come up. But this one where they talk so now, it's totally different from what you they talk. Because the mobile companies, they're able to set a lot on any conversation where they get word them where they look for. Where it is able for ring a bell to them for activate that one day, say somebody is having this kind of conversation where needed an attention. That one day, now you they talk so. That one day different. But we two they talk now about the device. And that one, my brother, I don't know, but you're not correct, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah, well, that's your own view, but as we see from your own perspective, now the same thing happen in Europe and America.
You know they happen in America, you know they happen in Europe, sir. Not to the same.
No, but 6 months, 6 good months, I'm telling you, of Germany.
But not through the cell phone company. Right? Now, I want to make you see now through the cell phone company.
Cell phone company.
Exactly.
But
So let Sierra Leone do it through the cell phone company and leave the people alone.
Well, yeah, they can also do that. Whatever way they do them, make difference. Whether they do it with this, through the government or through the cell phone companies, it's the same. AAA. For me, it make difference.
All right, sir.
Whether not the government or through the phone, it's the same. Just know, say, whatever communication they do today, nowadays in this modern world, it's been with a third party. Then they listen to that. Even email, what would they send? The emails there. It's being monitored. Not just telephone number, it's AAA. Even email, say a third party.
No, that one they own. If you get encrypted, they be monitored. Just like how the United States government or a government in Sierra Leone forgets proper encryption safety methods so that you email, even if you follow on at the wrong hand, somebody not for able to open them. Because we, even as Sierra Network, our official email is encrypted. It's been paid for. So that you not go fall down.
Yeah, I agree with you to some extent, but that inscription, they go through a company. Now, a company they do that inscription, and a kind of security company, and then they do that inscription. What way they talk about? So now, a security company. What way they tell you what? Somebody they don't hack inside in email. I'll go now the center, the communication center, which I register. Before even, I not even open my email, I then enter inside the email for me. The opener. Then try to know which are from the source. So right there, I know so well. If they go open even without the password, right in front of my own eyes. You see? Yeah, thanks very much.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thanks. Mm-hmm. Yeah, right.
Sierra Leone. If the mobile company gets the capability for do it in they do, let them do. If an insurance scheme on our introduce, that's fine. We can understand. But this one, I saw go left play with Ante, pass it pass in parliament, then it turned to law. I see people in Canada lately, they say you register phone and SIM. Patrick, just to say every country where you go, you have to register your phone. Pass Africa, now you need to register phone. Where people they try for talk about phone, company, this and that. Okay, let's talk now. Fumble talk. Would I remember that guy, now be which state? I forget the state where this guy be there, where he conduct a terror act. When an iPhone he been get, iPhone, now he been get. Where the state be they try for enter the phone when they not able to enter the phone. Would I remember that day? Where even then go through Apple for say make Apple give them for make them able for enter the phone where Apple not being grey. Would I remember that one day? Would I remember? And people and then they talk about you register your phone. Would I remember that one day? Where even this is the United States, they ask Apple for handover waiting at the passcode for that particular phone day. This guy don't commit terror act. They not do one. They refuse. Who do I remember? I beg. Please. SIM card is understandable. Now the SIM card we need for fix na salon. SIM card not for the seller like patch granates. They're not for the seller like patch granates. SIM card. Because when you don't control the SIM card, then you don't control everything. But as you come out na airport, he did it. You go na ferry, he did it. If you want use 100 number for each call where you make na salon, you dey able. If I want call you now, I buy one SIM card. You know the abako 5,000. And you know, we don't cancel to 1,000 at one time. When you reach na airport, Africell be they do giveaway. Then they give you free SIM. Africell free. Then they tell you say, we go register a more. But you they able to use them right there. You they able to use them right there. So if we not control the SIM card, even though they by force say, oh, SIM registration, no control, I'm not able to. Now they can't say, wait, now phone there now for begin go after. You know things so with a miss Anaya? You know things so with a miss, huh? Impossible they tell me now, I say, oh, now America, my dear, I don't know America you do, but the America what we do. Me na unlock phone them, me they use all the time. Unlock phone there. You know they register no phone. As soon as I like that T-Mobile, as soon as you put them inside your phone, go inside your T-Mobile account, you let's see if that phone they in name and the IME number, all things know they come up. So they already don't get her. As long as the SIM is registered, they know say na you na AAA, where AAA put her under, they know say that AAA phone that one day. So why do we have to go through all this stuff for add more burden into the people? Talking about raising taxes, then go realize more profit, what's it? Quantifiable. Nine are the word they use. Quantifiable money. As long as you don't get your unlocked GSM phone, nobody cares. You know the register. Then you want gain SIM if you don't get from whatever time. Now you use Tego. Now you want gain SIM day. And not all SIM self they register back. Low reach day. It's not that say, oh, because these people then are the diaspora, they want cause trouble. That's not what we're talking about. That's not what we're talking about here. Now more burden on the people of Sierra Leone. First of all, for call salon force is very expensive. They not fix that one day, oh, they left and corner side. Where income first na salon? Where income? You say we can try for call day. Where income? How the network they happen? Then forget all last side. They're not able to fix the things same way. Now the problem by the calling, no. They can't tell who for go register phone back. The SIM registration is not able. When I done the for able control. Just know who reach na airport. Begin tell you say, oh, pull all your phone them. Pull all your computer them. Because like me why the worker that be me studio the worker. Me hand luggage. All time we get for fet for her. One time I dey check in the the power is the hand luggage. You say he no ever in his life I must see as when he don't work. He never see hand luggage where he be so. Because me almost laptop, me all them phone there where they call and all the different laptop then everything they do with me and the part comping. Now I not care what the airline say. That my hand luggage me you know the part comping at all. So we dey talk because we know how laws then can team up quick na salon. This na the thing we for the area people in the talk right now, but nobody's paying attention. Until we don't turn law, you begin bet people them. Then they begin for talk. Then begin for talk. But they can't left SIM card like patch granite. Don't know we own phone then now they want come after. No. Eh? Let them regulate the how then they sell SIM card. QCell when they started good. Yes, me self if you want this alone, I begin for give me ID to post it for go buy the SIM card. Because they say they know they sell without that. They know they sell. Even for register, like the orange phone number they use, it's registered. Make sure say register everything. Enable control SIM card, and we found the one come for. So, as long as the mobile companies then get standing, may they use them through them. But then they no go find third party again. Now somebody now anyone make money. Somebody now want make money. Now the left all team for today. Go there back tomorrow. But only stress so. We don't talk him. We don't not pay attention now. When the time reach, you go understand. But nobody know can say even they tell them they don't and media self they know they agree. But we now we don't talk with you. Don't talk with you now. So make Salon government back wake up say until they say not to buy force, but however, not to buy force, but what's not 3G, OG, youth needful. Because waiting do, they no one tell you not go able to use them. They say only certified device there. I ain't go able to use. Go there back tomorrow. Till we meet again. Triple S. Tata.